Good morning and welcome to the Core Connection. I'm Mira Rubin here with you on Enlightened World Network. And today's topic is passages. And there are circumstances that can occur naturally in our lives and other circumstances that we engineer or design that serve to be a transition point for us. And we're going to talk about the power of utilizing these transition points, these passages, as an opportunity to move into a new dimension of our experience. So it should be a fun conversation. But before we get started, let's take a couple minutes to get present. So let's take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it. And imagine clean, crisp oxygen flooding your lungs, flowing into your bloodstream, nourishing all your cells, all your organs, bringing vital life energy to your body and being. And as you exhale, exhale any tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's take another deep breath in through your nose and hold it. This time, imagine brilliant, bright light, lighting you up from the inside out and illuminating, electrifying, and energizing all your cells, all your molecules, your electrons, creating this brilliant beam of light and energy from your heart out into the world. And as you exhale, exhale any remaining tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's press our palms together. Vigorously rub your hands together to feel the friction, the pressure, the temperature, the motion, the tickling and tingling when you stop, and allow all those sensations to bring you present right here, right now, into this remarkable physical form that enables you to experience life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're talking about passages today. And really what we're talking about, yesterday we were talking about designing your life. Today we're talking about an element perhaps in that design where we can create significance in our lives to support us in our intentions. So this is coming up because tomorrow, Saturday, actually. Tomorrow I won't be here. Tomorrow is the beginning of the month off that I'm taking. But Saturday I am taking off on a trip across the country. And I could just have it be a mundane experience, or I could declare that it's a pilgrimage, or anything in between, right? So the topic of passages comes up out of that choice as to the context that I want to create for this adventure for myself. And what the intentions are for that adventure. And I can make it a transition point. I can use it as an opportunity to move from one space in my life to another space that I'm delineating with some deliberate intention. And it doesn't have to be something monumental that we do to create that kind of transition point. What it gives us is an opportunity for a new beginning. We can demarcate our experience. We can declare that there is a transition, and it can be in any moment. We don't have to, as I said, we don't have to wait for something special to have that happen. But if you think about the kinds of things that we ritualize birth, we ritualize death, we ritualize coming of age, we ritualize marriage or relationship commitment. We ritualize graduation from school. But the truth is that we can ritualize anything. We can make a deliberate declaration and intention that creates a new space that is generative, in that it creates new openings, new beginnings. And I was talking with someone yesterday, and they told me a story about themselves, and I've heard a similar story from other people. So this person was telling me that they, as a kid, were very socially awkward and never one of the cool kids and ostracized. And then they went to college, and they got to college and they realized, nobody knows me here. I can be anybody I want to be. And they became like one of the coolest people there. They were in a very different environment. They were able to give themselves permission to express themselves more completely, more fully, more authentically. And as a result of that, it was a new beginning. Now, they still carried the wounds of not being the cool kid, unfortunately. Like that still was somewhat active, but they created a new beginning for themselves. And this is something that we have available to us at any time. At any time, we can change our perspective. We can call forth different parts of ourselves, and we can create these demarcations that support us in that, where we make a decision and we elevate that decision, that choice, we elevate that commitment so that it has power, and it has transformative power. And it's such a profound ability that we have to be able to do such a thing, and it doesn't occur to us. We're trudging through, oftentimes one foot in front of the other, in kind of a trance, just trying to get through life. And the thing is, life isn't something to get through, right? It's when we stop trudging and start noticing the roses, smelling the roses along the way, that we actually get to live life. So I was talking with somebody else yesterday who I'm so ecstatic has had so many breakthroughs in the work that we've been doing. And this person was is very much committed to a new way of work. However, they were deeply entrenched in the old paradigm of push, 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 drive, 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 goal, 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 go, go, go. And they were overworked, overstressed. They were just overwhelmed all the way around, and very unhappy. And the breakthroughs that they've had have enabled them to be in the unfolding of life instead of trying to force life into the mold that they have. They're able to be dancing with life, and as they're dancing with life, they're experiencing much greater joy and ease, and even the situation, the work situation that was terrible for them is getting better, and they're giving themselves permission to actually show up and speak what's there rather than getting enmeshed in all these politics, just living in the moment, present to the opportunities of the moment to inform their action. And I don't know that they had a specific delineation point for making that transition, but there has been this massive transformation, and we can engineer these things. We can engineer these things by making a declaration. So one of the things that I have people do as part of our work together is keep a breakthrough journal. And the reason for that is, again, the same power that's available to us in this declaration of a passage, for instance, is available to us when we record a breakthrough, when we recognize, even if it's incremental, even if it's not monumental, but to notice, oh my gosh, I used to act this way and now I act this way. I used to feel that way and now I feel this way. And that is what I was going for. That's where I've been intending to be. And acknowledging that and articulating it, documenting it, is elevating it in importance. And it's also making it available for future reference. So people that do keep these breakthrough journals, and it's not like pages and pages of writing, it's really like a bullet list of breakthroughs. When they go back through that breakthrough list, they're super empowered, and it reminds them of how far they've come. And so when we elevate a moment to this kind of a passage thing, it empowers, I think it activates another level of energy. And it's like it activates some magic. I don't know a better way to say it. It activates some magic. And so like with even mundane things, I remember years ago I was smoking cigarettes, and I know I've talked about this before, but I heard a public service announcement on the radio from Yul Brynner, who was a famous actor, The King and I, and he died of lung cancer. And he was saying that he was dying or had died of lung cancer, and he had smoked and stopped smoking. And I, in that moment, deliberately, actively engaged with what he was saying and made it important, and used that moment as a passage and really allowed myself to hear and connect with what he said. And I stopped smoking. That was that. So there are moments at any moment that we can either engineer or receive that allow us to create these transformative gateways to our elevated expression. And, like we can just wake up one day and say, you know what? It's a new life today. Fact is, it is a new life. Every day we wake up, it's a new life. But we tend to program ourselves back, to pull ourselves back into the old patterns pretty immediately, without consciousness, without awareness. We just get up and fall back into who we were yesterday. And it's not necessary to do that. We could create a new opportunity. Like today is a new beginning of a new life. And maybe it doesn't have to be every day. Maybe it's something that we can do where we make a special occasion. Maybe it's a new moon. Maybe it's a full moon. Maybe it can be arbitrary. So many of the things that we celebrate in their ways are arbitrary, but we make meaning. Human beings are meaning-making machines. And so we might as well use that penchant that we have for making meaning to our greater advantage, rather than spending time making negative meanings to things, which is what so many of us do, and what we're programmed in so many ways to do. Rather than doing that, we can allow ourselves to make meaning in a way that serves us, that is meaningful to us and moves us in the direction of our greater intentions. So it's kind of an exciting thing to recognize that we have this magic right at our fingertips. That we have the opportunity to have radical transformation, like to have a discontinuity if we want to, that we can make changes. And I get that there are things that persist, that no matter how much we try to change them, certain things seem to persist, and the more we try and change them, the more they persist. And I know that that's the case with so many things, but that's not all the time. We also have the power to make true change. And why not? Why not create rituals for ourselves that support us? We get so swept up in life. It's so easy to get swept up in life and to lose ourselves in the mundane duties of life. Good morning, Lisa. Welcome. It's so great to have you here with us again. And we're talking about passages and how we have this ability that so few of us really tap, myself included, to create important moments, to create moments of transition or transformation through our declaration. So that's kind of my resolve about this trip that I'm taking. I'm I'm actually going to spend some time not just getting everything ready, because I've been doing that for a while, but to actually set some intentions and allow this to be a passage, allow it to be a pilgrimage, for example, and invoke the magic of that. And the thing is that we have the opportunity to invoke that magic any day, anytime. Lisa says, where are you going? I am driving my Mini Cooper and my cat and me across country from Philadelphia to California and back during the month of September. And I'm going to be hanging out in California. So pretty much driving very deliberately on the way there, and then spending time in Cali. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about my trip back yet. I don't know where I'm going to go, how I'm going to plan it, how much time I'm going to take, but yeah. So, so it's an adventure. And I keep telling my cat, we're going on a road trip. And Lisa says, amazing, I would love to do that. Well, thank you. I had originally intended to do it in an RV. I tried to buy an RV and it didn't pan out. So that didn't happen. And then part of I've been wanting to have an RV for forever, even though I've never really camped in one or anything. But one of the motivations for that is that I wanted to be able to travel with my cat. Because she's an elder girl, she's going to be 17, and I didn't want to leave her for a month, and I didn't want to take her on a plane because she'd have to get shots, and she's an older girl with some fragile health, and I didn't want to jeopardize that. And I couldn't take her on a train because you can't have an animal on a train for more than 7 hours. And so then I thought about renting a car, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take my car. I got it all checked out, and I've been tricking it out with all kinds of storage things and things to make the trip comfortable and easy and fun. And I can even sleep in the car if I want to. And I've been having a really good time planning it out. And now I get to make my intentions. And this notion of passages is really a big thing. And I'm going to intend that this is I'm walking through a portal into a new phase of my life. And yeah, so that's exciting. And it occurred to me that we can do that at any time. You don't have to go on a big trip to do that, right? And even if you go on the big trip, it doesn't necessarily mean that you do that. But why not? Why not use it as a pivot point, a point to step into a new dimension of being and expression and possibility? Why not? Why not? And yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to open up the gates of possibility, to sort of step into the unknown with some structure, some guidelines, but to be able to step into the unknown as a partner with the unknown, and to just say, okay, let's dance. So Lisa says, I'm going to New Mexico in October with my newfound brother and sister. Oh my gosh, newfound brother and sister. That's pretty cool to begin with. New Mexico is an amazing time. Rosalind, thank you. Rosalind says, have a good trip. We'll miss you. Thank you. Well, there's going to be replays, so I'll be there in spirit, can we say? But the fact that I'm going to be in a different time zone, there's no way I'm going to commit to being up and online by 6 a.m. So, and plus, while I'm traveling, I don't know what it's going to look like and what my internet access is going to be. So, yeah, adventures. Why not? Why not manufacture adventures for ourselves instead of drama? Like lots of us manufacture drama for ourselves, and then we live at the effect of the drama. Why not just manufacture adventures instead? And be in that celebration and that deliciousness. So that's the invitation, is allow yourself to say, okay, today is a new day. Today is the first day of the rest of my life. Today is a day where I am rebirthing myself into being more in alignment, more in fulfillment, more in expression. Why not? And mark that day. Like, create some kind of ritual or some kind of documentation or some kind of something that memorializes it, but for the purpose of elevating it and taking it seriously. And I don't mean seriously like that. I mean seriously, like allowing it to truly have an impact. Because we truly do have the power and opportunity to make magic. We truly, truly do. And I think that this is one of the tools. It's like invoking the magic, inviting the magic, saying, okay, life, let's dance. Let's have fun here. Let's play. Why not? So that's it for today. And I will be back in October. And I wish you all an incredible month. And Lisa says, but don't forget to show gratitude. Exactly. Well, that's such a, it was such a foundation that it didn't even come to mind. So thank you, Lisa, so much for bringing that forward. And Lisa says, be safe, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I wish you all magic and joy and adventure in all the best ways. And until next time, so much love and appreciation to you for the opportunity to share time and share ideas and share insights together and to grow together and evolve. So thank you.